You know what time it is? It is prediction review time. And I think I've been dreading this ever since I made those predictions. But the rules are simple. I've seen a lot of YouTubers put points on their predictions. I think I'm going to do that as well. I think how the points are going to work. Every wrong prediction is minus a point for how many places off it is. And then every correct prediction is 1 point. So let's see how well I did. Okay, we're starting off with Group A, and I don't exactly remember what I put, so let's review the footage. Which has Germany, Hungary, Scotland, and Switzerland. And I said that in that order because that is my prediction. That is what I predict. Well, that's the order I've put it in. I said I put it in that order. I'm looking at the predictions now. First is Germany. That's a point onto the table. Second, I put Hungary. That's taken away another point. Third, I put Scotland. That's another point gone. And then fourth is Switzerland. And now that's 2 points gone. So I've finished this prediction with -4 after Group A. And, well, I've got Germany right. I think they've been better than what I was expecting. And they've just run away with this group. Oh, well, not really. In the end, Switzerland were the only team that took points off them, and I put them fourth. Picking Switzerland fourth is an absolute crime. I just forgot that they just turn up. Their players who are shit for club immediately turn up when there's a international tournament, and I've forgotten about that, and it has cost me. Hungary, I already thought they would have done better. I really thought Hungary would have done better. They're not out yet. In fact, all they need is England to win, and they'll be through. But I really thought they would have done better. 3 points only in the end, and right at the end, and it's just a jab in the heart. Scotland were way worse than I would have thought. I saw them beat Spain, and I thought they're pretty decent. They've got decent few players, and in the end, no, they didn't. They were absolutely hopeless, and were lucky to even get a point. Now moving on to Group B, and now I'm pretty sure I did very well on this group. So let's check the video. There is a team in here which I think has next to no chance of doing anything, and of course that would be Albania, who I'll say first. I think Albania will finish fourth. Next to no chance of doing anything. Well, they weren't as hopeless as I already made it out to be in the predictions, but they did finish fourth, and that's another point for me. We're at -3. With Albania, they scored the fastest ever goal in the Euros ever. And really, that was the highlight. I mean, they had the last-minute equaliser there against Croatia. They were winning for most of that match, and then were hopeless against a Spanish B team, not even the main team. A complete rotation from Spain, and they lost 1-0, and they just weren't good enough. Not at all, and I got them completely right. I've gone first. I've gone Spain. I have gone Spain. Well, first I've gone Spain, and Spain did finish first. In fact, with 9 points, absolutely walked the group and are looking like favourites for the rest of the tournament, as I've highlighted in my previous video, if you want to go check it out. And they were incredible this entire tournament, starting to use wingers instead of just focusing on the midfield, and we are looking so good. Lamine and Nico Williams are looking phenomenal, and I've put them first, and it was completely right. That's another point, and we're up to -2. I've gone with Italy second. I don't know, I feel like Italy's so unpredictable, because when it comes to the Euros, they tend to do well. They're the reigning champions. But they so nearly didn't even qualify for this competition. Well, they were unpredictable, and I was about 30 seconds away from getting this prediction wrong. But it is a correct prediction. It's another point. It's -1. Italy were not good, and they did not look like a second place team. Finished with 4 points in the end, but were woeful. This close from finishing third, and had Albania performed against Spain's B team, they would have finished fourth. Well, at least they would have been 30 seconds away from finishing fourth. It was not good enough from Italy, and I don't think they'll get past the round of 16, whoever they get. Yeah, and I've gone Croatia third, obviously, there. I think it's Modric's last international tournament. I got the likes of Kovacic in there as well, and I think third, they managed the semis
in the last World Cup. They finished second in the World Cup before that.
Well, I mentioned those finishes in the World Cups, but it didn't matter. They finished third. It's another point. And Modric was not very good. I mean, it's what you'd expect from a 38-year-old man. He got that goal in the final game, which didn't matter in the end, and he was woeful against Spain. I don't really see the Albania-Croatia game. I don't know how he was there, but he just wasn't great. I mean, he's 38 years old. Kovacic, I mentioned there, really didn't do much. And Croatia finished third and are guaranteed out of the competition. And I would have thought they would have qualified in third. I mean, they were 30 seconds away from a second place finish, and it was just heartbreaking to see Italy score so late on there. They were so close to almost knocking out Italy, and in the end, they finished third and are going home with nothing. Moving on to Group C now. Well, there are quite a few surprises in this group, like the likes of Slovenia. So I don't think I've got this group very correct at all. So let's just roll the clip.
England, I have them topping the group. I mean, they have to. This England team is completely jam-packed. There's Bellingham, there's Kane, there's Foden, there's Palmer. In there's 3 players who have Ballon d'Or shouts, that being Bellingham, Kane, and Foden. There is a bit of a deficiency at left-back, obviously. But when the rest of the team is so stacked, I think they can rely on just outscoring the opposition. They could win games 5. They could score 5 in a game and concede 4.
Well, now that is famous last words. Outscore the opponents. Well, they scored a grand total of 2 goals. It was, oh my word, they were so ridiculously defensive, even with all of those players like Bellingham, Foden and Kane that I mentioned, and I was very off the pace with that one. Even then, it's a correct prediction, it's a point there.
Denmark will finish second. They had a very nice time out in the last Euros.
Well, I said I think they could finish second, and they in fact finished second, actually. For a second I thought they finished third, but no, in the end it was disciplinary record, or it was points in the qualifiers or something. Very close there. But it is another point for me there.
Third, I've gone Serbia. I think Serbia could be one of the third place teams that don't get qualify. And I don't say that because I don't think they're a good team. They do have some quality in the team. They've got the likes of Vlahovic, of Milinkovic-Savic.
Well, I don't even think Milinkovic-Savic played. Vlahovic did, but either way, none of them were any good. I think they scored, 1 goal? Just utterly hopeless, really, there from Serbia. They didn't finish third, they finished 4th in the end and didn't qualify in third. That's -1 point there. So let's see, I've put Slovenia 4th, clearly. Let's see what I had to say about them.
4th, it's a pretty easy pick. I've gone Slovenia. I don't feel at all bad with this pick. I think they will finish 4th with a point, maybe 2. 2 is probably their ceiling, and yeah, that's Group C.
Well, I said I think they'll finish with a point, maybe 2. They finished with 3. I didn't lose a single game. I was completely confident with this pick, and they finished 3rd and are through to the next round. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they've done it, but that's a net 0 from this group. Just 0 points from this group. And now here with Group D, little context before we get into this. I am recording this before the Group C games. Group D, I remember my predictions here exactly. I know I've not done too well here. I know for a fact, at a certain point in this game, I was correct. There was a point in this game, I think it was about 5 minutes, maybe less, that my predictions were exactly correct. And I think it was probably everyone else's predictions. So let's just roll it.
I've gone with France top. I feel like that's easy. I don't think I even need to comment on that.
Well, I've gone with France top, and I am incorrect. France finished 2nd. That is -1 point. France have been so underwhelming. I say at the end of this video that they are my favourites for the tournament. They have been awful, at least going forward. Awful. 0 non-penalty goals in the qualifiers. 1 goal and it's a penalty. They've actually scored. Oh, they've only scored 1 goal. They have 0 goals from open play that they've actually put in the net. It's not good enough. They have Mbappe. Mbappe was ineffectual in the final game, and just terrible from France.
The second, I've gone with the Dutch. I think they have a lot of quality in there. I don't think this is too controversial of a pick.
Well, I went with the Dutch, and I said it wasn't too controversial of a pick. I don't think it was. I think many people went with the Netherlands second. Some people see them as dark horses, but they haven't been all too that good. They had that, I believe, controversial disallowed goal against France. They weren't very good against Austria. I think they created more chances against Austria, but they didn't take them all. They out-XG'd for Austria in that game. They weren't very good against Poland, who eventually lost every game. I don't think they're as good, and I don't think they'll do too well in the round of 16. Maybe they'll get through to the quarters.
Because I think Austria, who I put in third, I think they could finish second. They've been quite good under Ralf Rangnick.
I said I felt like they've been doing very good under Ralf Rangnick, and they could very easily finish second. They have been doing very good under Ralf Rangnick, and they didn't finish second, but they finished first. An incredible performance in this group stage by Austria, and the real dark horse picks at this point. Incredible from Austria.
And now in fourth, this could be a bit harsh. I could rue this decision, but I've gone with Poland. I just don't see a lot there. They've got Matty Cash, they've got Lewandowski, but just like in the last Euros, I think they'll be completely useless and finish fourth with 1 point if they're lucky.
Well, I have got that prediction completely spot on. I said I think they'll finish with 1 point if they're lucky. They finished with 1 point. I said they'd be completely ineffectual. They completely were. They only really performed in that last game against France where it didn't matter. And even then it should have still been 1-0 because that penalty, I think it shouldn't have been retaken. Yes, Mainan was off his line, but Levers stuttered so much you can only expect it. And the overall with this group is -3. I don't know what my score is currently because the Group C games haven't happened yet, but it's up there. Hopefully Group C was better. And now, sadly, here's Group E. And now this is where everything's gone wrong, because I have got this group dreadfully wrong, and I know for a fact that I have. I know for a fact that I've got none wrong, and I'm pretty sure the damage is pretty severe on the score. I don't think there's any coming back from this. So let's just take a look at the first prediction.
First or second could be interchangeable. I've gone Belgium. And now, I think there's a lot of people now doubting Belgium after this golden generation has mostly failed. Here, I think it's an easy group for them. They still have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, it should have been an easy group for them with the likes of De Bruyne. But clearly it wasn't, as they were not very good. I did later mention Lukaku. He was woeful, especially in that final game against Romania, where if he just put one of those chances away, then this would be a correct position. But no, it's one off, it's -1 point, and it's not great. Belgium were really, really disappointing. I didn't anticipate the amount of nobodies that are now in this squad. I'm watching them saying, who's that? Vertonghen is still playing for them, starting. It's ridiculous. No wonder they didn't top the group. They came second in the end, as I said. So it's -1 point. Let's see who I put in second, who I thought it was interchangeable with.
Second, I've gone Ukraine. They can finish top. But I think Belgium just edged them out, and I've gone with Ukraine in second. They have a lot of quality there. They've been playing very well recently.
Our recent form and good players meant nothing as Ukraine finished fourth with an insane 4 points. They had the same amount of points as the top of the group, and they finished bottom. They have more points than most third place teams, and they are finished fourth and are going home. It's ridiculous. They've gone home on goals scored. Just wow. I can't believe it. Losing 3-0 against Romania in the first day was shocking, but they came back and they won. They got 4 points, and somehow that wasn't enough. Ridiculous. but it's minus 2 points there. And let's see who I put in third.
I think these will be miles ahead of those in third and fourth, which I've gone third, I've gone Slovakia, and fourth I've gone Romania. I think these are interchangeable.
Well, I've gone third Slovakia and fourth Romania. I thought they were miles apart from first and fourth. Well, Romania won the group, that's minus 3, and Slovakia came third. Hold on. So I didn't get every single one wrong, as I thought. So that is plus 1 point there, but it is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. And that works out for a total of minus 5 points over the whole group. Yoinks. I've got one right there, though, somehow, in all of this. But Romania, I mean, I said afterwards, I said in the round 1 or the round 2 roundup afterwards, I regretted not picking them. I think it was round 1 actually. I regretted not putting them in third, but I don't. If I went back, I think the only change I would make is picking Romania third. So I was very confident about all the rest of the predictions. I was very confident of Belgium first, Ukraine second, and Ukraine fourth, Belgium second, Romania first, and Slovakia third. Crazy stuff. And now finally we have Group F. And now I've got some right here, some wrong here. I know I was moments away from getting another 100% group, just like Group D. But let's just see who I put first.
I think Portugal will finish first. I've gone with Portugal first. I almost put the Czech Republic ahead of them before I really started to think about it properly. But Portugal, I was in the wrong mindset. I was thinking, well, Ronaldo's fucking, he's gone. He's not at levels anymore. He's not very good. But I don't think Ronaldo will be starting anymore. At least he shouldn't be. Ronaldo shouldn't be starting at the very least. Portugal have a lot of talent.
Well, Ronaldo did start and he was not very good. But despite that, the quality around him let Portugal win this group, and it's a point for me. I almost put the Czech Republic ahead of them. The Czech Republic, we'll get to that later. Ronaldo got 1 assist. He was terrible in the final game, and the players around him carried, and they've taken Portugal to first, although they did shit the bed at the end against Georgia. Well, let's just see who I've put in second.
Second, I've gone with the Czech Republic, which, as I said before, I almost put them top.
Well, I almost put them top, and that would have been like in the last group where I put Romania bottom and they finished top, because Czech Republic finished bottom. I did not see that coming at all. And, well, it's minus 2 points. Putting this group at minus 1 overall right now, and I don't know where it went wrong for the Czech Republic. I guess Schick wasn't playing. At least he didn't play against. Didn't seem playing the last 2 games. Don't know what happened there, but Schick was mostly the reason why I did put them in there. But I mean, even minus 2 there, not great. Moving on now to the third place prediction.
Now in third, I've gone with Georgia. I think this group will definitely have a team that qualifies third, and I think Georgia will be that team.
Well, I was completely correct there. This group did have a team that qualified in third, and it was Georgia with 4 points. A massive win against Portugal in the end, and a draw with the Czech Republic, although it could have been a win had they scored the sitter they had right at the end of the game. But they qualified. I'm sure they're not really going to care now. They do play Spain in the round of 16, and I think that'll be the end of the road for them. Well, now let's see who I've put fourth.
I've gone now with classic dark horses, Turkey in fourth. Obviously, whenever they don't have any expectations on them, they tend to prosper.
Well, they did prosper, though, and at least I didn't expect anything from them, and they finished second. That is minus 2, leaving this group on minus 2 total. That is minus 9 is my final score, and that isn't wonderful. Well, it wasn't an incredible group stage prediction. I did get Group B completely right, and that's probably the highlight of it. But yeah, here are the scores I got for each group. They're up on the screen now, and now they're gone. You can see where my groups really went wrong. It's probably Group E is really where it went wrong. The Romania prediction specifically. And this was fun, but yeah, we need to set our sights to the round of 16 now. And it wasn't a great prediction video. I think the highlight will be me getting like top in Group B. I think if I do this again, I'll change the point system slightly, because only getting 1 point for a correct prediction seems wrong when you can get more wrong for a wrong prediction. So maybe I'll make it 2 points for a correct prediction. Either way, thank you everyone for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for all the like massive support that my videos been getting recently. I really thought it would have been worse than the Minecraft videos, but it's better. It is better than the Minecraft videos already. And even though I've been doing Minecraft videos for over 100 videos now. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're new, then please leave a sub. If you are not new, please leave a like. I've got a bunch of links in the description. Twitch, Discord, and Twitter. My Twitch is currently inactive, but I'm trying to be able to be active again on my Twitch. And that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure. See you.